Ngonde added that council has also advised sports club owners to stop any live shows. Into regional news. South Africa has confirmed a third case of monkeypox in a 42-year-old male tourist from Switzerland, the health department of the Limpopo province has said. The tourist who is holidaying in South Africa presented symptoms including a rash, muscle ache and fatigue. His infection was confirmed as monkeypox by South Africa National Institute for Communicable Diseases. Limpopo health official Poppy Ramatuba in a statement said from the 3 contacts that have already been identified, none of them have developed signs this far. Earlier, South Africa reported 2 monkeypox cases not linked to travel. Monkeypox is a viral disease that includes and causes flu-like symptoms and skin lesions. It is endemic in parts of Africa but not South Africa. More than 50 countries where monkeypox is not endemic have reported outbreaks of the viral disease, as confirmed cases have now exceeded 7,600. Into sports news. Zimbabwe beat Singapore by 111 runs in an opening ICC T20 World Cup Qualifier B match at Queen's Sports Club Bulawayo on Monday. Outside Zimbabwe did put up a dominating total of 236 for the loss of 5 wickets from their 20 overs. We did see in response Singapore finding Zimbabwe's bowling too consistent and too tough, as Rohan Rangajan was the first to go with score actually on 6. Blessing Mzarabani did claim his wicket. Prakash did score with an unbeaten 32 and Arayaman also had a 25. Meanwhile, Tendai Chatara took 3 wickets for 14 from his 4 overs and Blessing Mzarabani ended up with 2 wickets for 21. Meanwhile, Stephen Taylor did score the tournament's first century as the United States of America managed to beat Jersey by 8 wickets with 11 balls to spare. Group A does continue tomorrow with Zimbabwe taking on Jersey at Queen's Sports Club, while Singapore face off against the United States of America at BAC. This was your 4 p.m. news bulletin on Sky's Metro FM alongside Breeze FM. My name is Zeliketa Bantuswanda.
Continuous hit music.
You know you right, man. Never gonna quit. Hell no, hell no.
Hit music.
Sky's Metro exclusives.
Aye, let's go. Aye, tell them boy they better watch out. Go around, get a broken neck. We don't take no disrespect. Or we put your in check. Come at your nimby with the cat. Boy, you know I make a mess.
Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit.
I play with the titties like iPhone. If I wrote a song, that's your mom. I owe you that niggas critical better me. They can do like I do it. Type of attack, gon' need no protection. Big bodies, you know how I'm finessing. Blow no summer sinner, then I don't think I need to do my confession of you. Hey, through, you know that little nigga tasty. Gotta know bitch name, the name is Casey. Well now you know I'm crazy. I put a Alice in the 80s, baby. You know that makes it baby. Man, that makes it crazy. Man, these boys is playing. What they don't say? Watch out, go around, get a broken neck. We don't take no disrespect. Or we put your in check. Your nimby with the cat. Boy, you know I make a mess.
Check. Off me, make bands. My producer owns the band. Skill flex, got the place hot. Nigga, can you get some fans? Zwana boy, shy musu if you really wanna dance. Sinus petty kasi, if you know what a man. Says like a cool umfana yeti, turning boys to man. Ungabuzu umfana foot, Put everybody knows I'm good. I don't blink when I shoot. Uya tanda enjoy suit. Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit.
Ngama salad they look shit. Lama cara they look shit. If it's about me, some money and drugs, then count me in. I'll be back on this trap like trapping my religion. With that boy ghost, no power, but I'm ghost. On most shorties with big booty and light skin, slim things, tryna give me that shit they need quick. Vengeance, bahambise goskumira ndwan. Shisinyama control tribe, run things you know it down.
Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit. Ngama salad they look shit.
back again. Killing to the cool office of Puma, my television. Ngama salad, they look shit. 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 Hey, I'm that kid, I make a mess. Hey, where we go, we live a name. Yeah, we ain't here to play no games. Everywhere we entertain. Yeah, sama salad, they look shit. You sure know about that drip. Sama salad, they look shit. Know about that drip. Tell them boy they better watch out. Look around, get a broken neck. We don't take no disrespect. We put your whistle check.
It's only 10 minutes after 4 a.m. Sakazi nakho ndizelenga phezulu weskies my FM. We're taking you beyond the sky. Something nice out from abafana baselokishini bathi khona masalada selokishini. Ngazi ukuthi khona isalad lekishini lona lewe linjani. But isalad elokishini ngiyazi yicoleslaw. Yeah, cabbage and mayonnaise uqedile kuphela. But it is what it is. Ngemlelo weskies my FM. We're taking you beyond the sky. And like I said ukuthi khona ke later on later on yakhona isifikile khona manje ke siyafikile ke ama visas ethu lapha ke emsazweni akondizela ngaphezulu weskies but FM to take you beyond the sky ke now yakwazi khona good talk and good music ikhona sesilethele khona ke program esihamba ngayo khona manje esilethele ke yi-site Center for Innovation and Technology ke khona lapho ke namhlanje itopic isihamba ngayo ithi khona the role of the media in combating misinformation emsakazweni akondizela ngaphezulu ke weskies Metro FM project ethi khona promoting civic awareness and action to counter disinformation. So ke namhlanje indaba esihamba ngayo ukuthi khona sibekwazi ukuthi khona ke yona ke imedia yenza kanjani ukuthi khona ke inikeza abantu ke information eyiyo. So the media need to play their role fully in this task of educating by providing accurate information and facts to citizens. So disinformation, hate speech and online extremism have seemingly saturated content on social media platforms and the negative consequences for such present a global challenge impacting every country, nearly all areas in the public discourse. So ke in namhlanje ke silo Mr. Sibanda Emma Sibanda bambiza bethi khona ke ngumakhosi journalist, media trainer, researcher and siphinde sibe futhi lo Tanaka Mrewa a journalist emsakazweni akondizela ngaphezulu weskies Metro FM. So feel free if you want to comment, to send us a message, you can send us on 0774460100. So if you want to comment, contribute ke mlalelo weskies Metro FM la yakwazi ukuthi khona isiteach ngesabantu la ungumuntu lami ngumuntu sonke singabantu banye khona manje ke siqala ke bathi ke honor ladies first ke siqala ke ngodadewethu uTanaka Mrewa. Tanaka kunjani dadewethu? How are you?
Sabona JP, salbonani balaleli.
Okay, sabonga ukuthi khona ke ubuyile namhlanje lapha ke emsakazweni wakho ndizela umsakazweni wabantu lapha ke ukuthi le mhlanje libe lizosifundisa maybe ababefuna ukwazi ukuthi khona ke who is Tanaka after journalism and after ke isibongo sakomrewa.
Okay, Tanaka is journalist from a site. I do a number of stories, from investigative stories, fact checking, and I'm also part of the programs team from a Center for Innovation and Technology.
Mm-hmm. You heard it yourself ke mlalelo weskies Metro FM ukuthi khona ke ngubani kade sesiyabuya ke uMr. Sibanda. Mr. Sibanda kunjani baba?
Hello JP.
Is keep on.
Yesharp kunjani?
Yeah, none right.
Great.
Okay.
Ungakambuzi anything.
I befuna ukuthi khona. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So ke mina ngiyakwazi. So ke for abalaleli ukuthi khona befuna ukwazi ukuthi khona ke uMr. Sibanda ngubani after ukuba media trainer, researcher, journalist ke in detail.
Okay, le journalist le experience from NAST, nganze journalism at NAST. I also did my trade a bit of teaching there at NAST. But Katesi, I work for an agency that pushes into the media development. We are managing something called the Zimbabwe Media Development Project. So what I've been pushing over the last few years, and I've been doing a lot of ukubala sidingisisa ukuthi wenzakala nguma communities ethu sebenza ulwazi lolesihlalo to research and come up with community based solutions, ideas uhlanganisa nje kusiba njalo.
Alright ke siyabonga ke yezwa ke mlelo skies Metro FM ke khona lapho ukuthi khona ke bangobani bavela ngapi basebenze ngapi ke ke usukuthi khona ke kube lula uma ufuna ukuthi khona ufuna ukubuza any questions like I said ukuthi khona our topic namhlanje ikhangela the role of the media in combating misinformation so ke umbuzo omuqala ke enza uqadisa ngikuhambise ke ku Mrs Band ukuthi khona what is the responsibility of the media in combating misinformation and disinformation.
Alright, ngiyabonga kakhulu for umbuzo wakho JP but maybe ngizapho ngiqalisa ngikhulume in general ukuthi umsebenzi wemedia ukuletha information timely and then so siba le pandemic yona le misinformation ukuthi sesibona izinto eziningi ezingasilo qiniso umsebenzi ke khonapho wemedia kungenela beqondise khonapho ngasikoqela ungathi kuletha ubufakazi bokuthi into lezi ziyabe zikhona like say it's a fake story. Umsebenzi wemedia will be then to demystify or to unpack belethe iqiniso as opposed to amanga la abekhona just to give a a credible voice to ama stories in general ngakufaka njalo.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think kusegcekeni ke ngoba kade simawuse sikhuluma siphila ke ku situation social media empilo zethu ke kakhulu ke most of the information that we get it from social media TikTok, Instagram and our Facebook. Uthola ukuthi khona utholakala inkala kade chat message because most of the people they tend ukuthi khona they believe actually ukuthi khona if you see a message ma inde kakhulu usubona lokuyilogonyana lapho ngaphandle uzozitshela ukuthi I know i message eyeqiniso uthola ukuthi message naleke akathi message ingamanga. But again why is it important for the media to distinguish between the fact and a lie?
Okay, so engaqasa ngikusho ke ukuthi amanga if dysfunctional they cause panic or alarm. I want to give you an example of WhatsApp that was circulating. I think ekhuluma ngomsebenzi oseze ITF because there are social issues like that abantu abangasebenziyo abaningi abantu bavukela khona phana baya layina it turned out to be a fake story so khona kuya disrupt impilo zabantu if a lie like that is peddled so okuqhakathekileyo ukuthi ke imedia ingenele to stop those falsehoods to stop those disruptions ayenzakalayo. You can imagine umuntu in a normal day udinga umsebenzi avuke and sefica ukuthi akula msebenzi so it's a disruption and amaningi sesike sawezwa even ngakhangela the world over khona ukuthi kule izinto kade zikhulunywa ngempi yeUkraine into kade zikhulunywa ngeCovid-19 abantu basuka influx leyane information engamanga it has a confusing effect uyayenza abantu bedideke becine bengasakwazi ukuthi benze njani. In the case of COVID it will be exposing them to certain dangers nje or influencing ama health decisions abo. So it's really important for media njengathi khona phe skies ukuthi silethe ama messages aqondileyo. Ama message aqondileyo lawa siyabe siwathi thina affect check ukuthi ayiliqiniso ukuthi indaba ezabe zikhishwa khonapho ngokuqonda kwazo sabe sikhanyela into eziningi ze accuracy ukuthi okay istory less does it have a clear source isource yangikhona mbani kuyabe kusazakala so kulula ukuthi umuntu akukholwe wena JP ngoba ubuya everyday emsakazweni abantu bayakwazi wena as skies you are a credible source of information and information elilethayo lena information esingathi yabe ihlolisisiwe yatholakala ukuthi liqiniso yikho umsebenzi wemedia onalwana ukuthi mainstream media or community based media online media lawo mela gain a credibility and credibility bayithola ke ngokudinga indaba lezi behluza ezingamanga bezifaka eceleni be stamp ukuthi no this is fake this is correct information so yiko ngamafitshane umsebenzi omele ungathiwa uyayenzakala to combat into ezinjengabo fake news lezi
uzweleke mlelo isikhazi Metro FM ukuthi khona kumele kwenzakale kanjani ukuthi khona ke uthole ke information eliqiniso information eyabe iqondile ngoba ke mawukhangela ke lapha esiphila khona lezi suku ke sungathola ukuthi khona abantu sebeqalisa ukuphanika beyenza izinto ezingayisizo but ke njengoba ke uMrs Band ejile ukuthi khona ke lela njalo futhi ke ulandele ke ama sources of information lapho ke uthola khona information. ukuthi khona ke yiwo yini accredible kumbe ayisiwo yini accredible khona ukutshela izela ukuthi khona singakwanisa ukuthola ke mawukuthi khona kukhona ke okwenzakala kukhona ke okukhona ke lawo ke qala ucheck ukuthi kukhona yini ku newspaper qala ucheck kuma even online uya-check ke from even site ukuthi khona I know yebo ngoba kuliqiniso yini lokho uqala ucheck ngoba uyakwazi ukuthi khona isite when it comes to information vele ayiphuzi yabe singenile masinyane ku internet but uthola ukuthi khona la usiphonga uthatha information waphonga ugijima lawo ke wafika eZITF wama lokhu sa busy khona lapho maybe abanye babekhala ukuthi khona maybe fact checking iyathatha isikhathi ezinye izinto zabe ziphuthuma kuyini abantu omele bekwenze Mr Sibanda khona lapho when it comes to indaba zesikhathi.
Okay, ukuthi ungananzelela nje imedia sesila iWhatsApp it's more like instantaneous ukuthi inews zingena ngapha la ngapha ngesikhathi zonke but engatsho ukuthi i-fake news sometimes it just tries to appeal to the most common sense.
Exactly. Yeah.
So usually noma indaba zingaze zibe ningi njani indaba ezicredible zisuka kuma news sources accredible. Ungakhanyela kuya kwenzakale ezinye indaba kuyabe kungakhanya ukuthi isukela kubani. So awuli encourage abalaleli ukuthi benanzelele ukuthi indaba enjalo yabe isukela kubani. Ngizawunika umzekeliso nje ukuthi izitori ezijala kuba liqiniso ziyabe zivelela kubo mainstream lapho kubo ZBC kubo Herald kubo Chronicle but sometimes I know kulezinye maybe through Twitter and kuyakulama singathi ngama fake accounts or any account eyabe ngani ibaziwe. You can see those things. Kuyawumela ukhangelisise ukuthi okay fine ihandle le is it verified, is it a verified handle nxa kuyistory sisite ukuthi kusukela eSky's Metro, is it really from Sky's Metro, ilink yankona does it go to yiko uqhakathekile nje i-common branding of ama stories la ukuthi okay le logo eSky's uma so logo eSky's logo eChronicle uma so so izinto abantu kumele bezikhangele zona izana bekhangele lamabizo abantu ababe site kuzona lezi story ungakhangela eziningi eze-fake news asijayelanga kuba lamabizo ukuthi isikhathi zabe zinamabizo ahambelana labanye abantu abayaziwayo but I think it's important for ukuthi abalaleli labo behlale bephiwe ulwazi ukuthi uhamba ngani ufuna ukubona ukuthi story lesi singamanga kumbe siliqiniso.
Kunjalo ke mlaleli sikazi Metro FM kakhulu ke ku Twitter ke beware of ama parody account ngiyathola ukuthi khona ke account yakhona ke iyabile profile picture the same profile picture iyabisetshenziswa khona like siyakwazi to nick Mangwana so ulama accounts amaningi lapho yabona abantu sebeqalisile ukufoma ama account kaNick Mangwana wakwazi ku Nick Mangwana nguyanisa ukukhuluma kakhulu ke lapho uthi khona ngezinto ezabe sezenzakala uthola ukuthi hayi no ke account yakhona kayisiyo sike sabona even lapho sometime back sike sabona amanye ama account ayezesa sibona ama savage and stuff like that but ke thola ukuthi khona ayosikho yizo izinto kade zikhulunywa lapha nguMr Sibanda uthi khona ke umele uzinazelele ukuthi khona ke ama account eqiniso kumba so ama account eqiniso nanzele link na le eyabe ilethe istory ukuthi khona ilink ihambisa ngapi uhambisa to that organization which is credible or ihambisa ke ngoma organization ngoma accounts nje abe ehambisa ke ama fake news but it is what it is ngemlalo sikazi Metro FM ke we are trying by all means ukuthi khona ke sifundisana sibekwazi ukuthi khona ke sinanzelele ke information esithola lapha ngaphandle ke njengoba sakwazi ukuthi khona siya ku 2023 ama elections abuya lapho ezothola uNjabulo uwinile but uNjabulo engawinanga so how can one spot the fake news during isikhathi sama elections Mr. Sibanda?
Okay usually indaba zama elections zijala kuba sensitive ukhuluma ngendaba yama results
cool ordinarily zokuthola sifuna ama V11 asosikho
abantu aba announce ama results ngomthetho weZimbabwe kule authority 1 eyiyo ehambisa ke imbiko yama results eyiZimbabwe Electoral Commission yiyo ehambisa imbiko yama results and usually sake sinanzelele kwesinye isikhathi azange ngubone kakhulu kuma by elections kusiba lamanye ama counter announcements from other bodies but ukamela abalaleli bokuqhakathekise khona ukuthi i-message imele isukele ke ku Zimbabwe Electoral Commission yiyo announce ama results ethu. I know abanye bathatha ama picture ama polling stations besenda kuma WhatsApp becalculate ngomthetho weZimbabwe konkhena akuvunyelwa yikho ke it's just a safeguard ukuthi abantu bengahambisi ke into ezenjalo ngiyake nanzelele njalo ukuthi during ama elections khona phakathi ukukhuluma ukuthi sometimes kuyaba lama issues ukuthi hey ubani senze lokhu during election ubani sefaintile into ezinjalo kuyabuqhakathekile futhi kakhulu ukuthi ku verify like I said earlier ukuthi they are all usually official sources of information nomele zilandelwe ngabantu mostly so wathi singagcina khona
yeah all right ke sibonge lapha ke uMr Spanda ke mlalelo Skies Metro FM keep it locked on.
It's the city's #1 hit radio station. Keep it 100.3 FM. Skies Metro FM.
Let me give you 100.3 reasons to have a good time. Skies Metro FM.
16:24 it is your time ke mlalelo Skies Metro FM khona manje ke sesiyaxoxa ke lo dadewethu lapha ke uThananga Amrewa who is a journalist. So dadewethu ke all right sesingena ke endabeni yethu lapha Joy still talking about indaba ze misinformation ke sizwe lapha khona ama messages manje sengenile lapho ukuthi sizakubuza wona later on, but wamumbuza ukuthi khona how does social media enable the distribution of misinformation?
Well, ngasikhangela indaba yokuthi i-social media i-enable njani i-disinformation uzananzelela ukuthi isikhathi esiphila ngaso khathesi isikhathi sokuthi almost everyone now has access to i-social media and almost everyone has i-account e-social media and almost anyone can create an account e-social media, and just like i-conversation that we're having earlier with uMakhosi ukuthi khona yathola ukuthi kabe kulamanye ama official accounts agcina esesiba lama parody accounts, so kabe uqhakathekile ukuthi before you fall victim to ukuconsume i-fake news on ama social media platforms you need to make sure and verify ukuthi i-information le engitholayo iliqiniso yini. And sometimes awukhathalekile, it's not just abantu like the ordinary people who can fall victim to listening to or to consuming false information, but yathola ukuthi even sometimes ama news organizations wow they can also fall victim to that, like ukuthi maybe just because you want to be the first one to break news and stuff like that uthi uzidlulela laphana ku Twitter kunje, so yabukhona you are on air and then ubusuthola ukuthi there is something that is being circulated on social media and then ubusucina usurana le story lesiyana before you actually verify what has been happening.
All right.
So kabe uqhakathekile ukuthi ungafeel that pressure, even as a journalist ungafeel that pressure eyokuthi we want to be the first one to break this news or want to be the first one to inform people about this before you actually verify the information. That's why uthola ukuthi ama organizations amanye bagcina sebesenza ama retractions and stuff like that. Khona lokhana ugcina so affecta i-credibility yakho wena as the person who ran with that story and also as
the media
organization at large.
Yeah. Yeah khona kunjalo ke ngoba uyabuzama phela uthi uthola iscoop
usibuya lama results
iscoop usibuya nama results. All right, maybe before ngubuza omunye umbuzo khona omunye umbuzo ngelela ukuthi khona lethana njani ke JP lapho ke nama journalists asemsakazweni uthi khona ke as a journalist liyenza njani if some influential people like politicians, business people befuna ukuthi khona libhale okufuna yibo likwenza kanjani khona ku message evela kusavuyo Neutral West?
Okay, lithona njani Savuyo, siyabonga ngombuzo wena elisinike wona. So in journalism there is something that is called ama journalism ethics and there is an issue that has always been on the rife ukuthi ama journalists they take ama brown envelopes and stuff like that. Issues of corruption and issues like that. So at the end of the day as a journalist you have to ask yourself ukuthi if you do that, because the challenge with ukuthi uthathe ama bribes and all that, umuntu lo lakusasa uzabe lokho ephenduka to say mbhalela lokho nansi imali, I'm going to pay you for this, and then at the end of the day ngesikhathi usuqalisa ukuthi hayi ansafuna ukuthi ngiqalisa ukubhala ngendlela enje, so kucina so affecta wena sebeku blackmailer and all that. And also we need to understand ukuthi the audience esibabhalela in news they are not all passive ukuthi they just take information information of what you're writing.
Yeah,
If you're going
yeah.
to take money and say, I'm going to write this and spin this to sound in a certain way, abantu laba no babhalela labo, they've got access to other sources of news. So at the end of the day, it's not only going to affect reputation yakho, but yagcina so will affect reputation organization at large. So yeah, it's actually advisable for media organizations lama journalists ukuthi they desist from taking bribes from abantu.
Uzilo ke Blended Skies Metro FM ke, thank you so much for to usavuya ngokubuya ke nale equation ke aqeda kuyibuza khona lapha ke mphende ngifuna ukuthi dadewethu khona, what can media outlets do during elections to provide citizens with accurate information?
All right. So I think first things first, ama media organizations, they've got a very huge responsibility to ensure that they give people accurate information at all costs. So indlela abangayenza ngayo, especially during my elections, kuyamele ukuthi they make a pool of resources. Ukuthi khona phana towards elections besayenza ama preparations ukuthi who's going to cover what. If it's a big media organization that has got a lot of manpower, and they've got enough resources, they can actually deploy abantu, especially endaweni leziyana ezingani zikhatshana othi babekwazi ukuthi they are not easily accessible, so that at least abantu bona labana bazaba deploy endaweni ezinjana bazakwanisa ukuthi at least bebethumela factual information as they collect it from the ground. And then if it's that they've got limited resources or they've got limited access ukuthi behambe bethola endaweni ezinjana, they can also link up with maybe citizen journalists ababe sendaweni zona lezo, and then they can try to find to strike a balance ukuthi bengathola njani information from endaweni zona lezo. And then enye indlela futhi abangayenza ngayo ukuthi maybe kungasethwa up kuthiwa ngama situation rooms. I'm sure we can remember a situation room that was set up during ama elections ka 2018, ukuthi abantu who were coming from different news organizations, they sent in ama reporters khona ngale ukuthi belayeza with people who will be working on ground ukuthi bebethola information ukuthi kambe endawo engaka kungabe kusenzakalani. They'll be sending in pictures, they send in videos, they send in voice clips and all that. It kind of creates it gives people confidence ukuthi it's actually true that the information that we are getting is coming from the ground, because there'll be people who will be there. And then media houses should also have reliable or authoritative sources from various sectors, ukwenzela ukuthi in the case where kusiba lezinto ezingani kulesiphithiphithi kumbe ini kumbe kusiba lama claims athize ukuthi kulezinto ezi different ezenzakala endaweni, they can always call on those sources ukuthi bebona ukuthi the information that they're getting is actually true. This can be leaders of civil societies, or this can be police, or this can be maybe politicians or leaders or political parties, so that at least they can give an authoritative voice which the information that you got from people is true or it's not true. Yeah. So I think those are some of the ways that media houses can actually use during my elections.
All right, sebongela phake kuthatewethu at the Blended Skies Metro FM. Let's take just a short break. Khona singene ke kuma headlines asaphenduka kungekudala.
The Bulawayo City Council intensifies efforts to ensure that illegal miners are banned from mining near Umzingwane Dam. South Africa confirms a third case of monkeypox, and Zimbabwe beats Singapore by 111 runs in the ICC T20 World Cup qualifier B match at Queen's Sports Club. Join us for these stories and more at the top of the hour on Sky's Metro FM alongside Breeze FM.
16:33 it is exactly 27 minutes to 5 ke mlalelo skies Metro FM lo siqhubekela phambili ngeprogram lesilethela yisite khona lapha ke promoting a civic awareness and action to counter disinformation. So itopic kanje samba sihloko samba ngayo ke khona bit khona the role of the media in combating a misinformation. So it is what it is ke mlalelo skies Metro FM siqhubeka kanje lapha ke alo Mr Sibanda Mr Bakhosi Sibanda ke journalist media trainer and a researcher khona besazisa njalo ukuthi khona ke irresponsibility of the media in combating misinformation and disinformation ophinda futhi wasazisa futhi ke ngokuqhakatheka kwe media ukuthi khona ke yehlukanise between a fact and amanga khona lapho ke when it comes to indaba ze misinformation. And then khona manje siqhubeka phambili lapho ke lo tata wethu ke utanaka ke esazisa ngokuthi khona ke how does a social media enable the distribution of misinformation ophinda futhi wasitshela ukuthi khona ke what can the media outlets do during isikhathi sama elections ukuthi khona ke abanikeze ke abantu ke information eqondileyo that is accurate information eyabe iyiyo kwenzela ukuthi khona kungabi khona ke ubudlwangudlwangu kungabi khona ke ukudosedoselana okuba khona phana laphana ke especially when it comes to indaba zama elections. So ke tata wethu ke umunye umbuzo omlandela ukuthi khona what can online media platforms do to avoid publishing fake news and unverified material due to the growing demand of immediate coverage?
I think lapha sibili kuba le challenge kakhulu because right now it feels like ama online media organizations, they are actually competing with certain individuals to be the first one to break the news. And like I pointed out earlier, Uguti, you know, as a media organization or as a media person, you need to verify certain facts before you actually run with a certain story. So sometimes Uguti unanzele Uguti uthola ama leads or ama tip-offs on e-news, you need to question yourself ukuthi who is the source who is giving me this type of news, and how credible is this particular source. Ngumuntu vele ojayele ukulinika i-news, or it's just someone with a random account obuyile wafika wakunika i-news. What is the motive of the source, and what kind of leads are they giving you? Is it not subject to malice izinto abakunika zona? Because sometimes you find ukuthi, especially ngesikhathi sama elections, abuthola ukuthi there's a lot that will be happening and you have to be on the pulse in ukunika abantu i-news. So sometimes umuntu yakwanisa ukuthi etekwazi ukuthi you are now about to publish a story, or maybe if you are a radio organization like this one, you find ukuthi so isikhathi ukuthi lebali news, and then umuntu sebeya le story vele so mele ukuthi so you've got less time to actually
breaking news.
Exactly. Yeah. You have less time to verify facts. So I think sometimes gamele ukuthi you just take a step back and remember ukuthi for you to be there, you are there to give people information. And like Umakosi pointed earlier, ukuthi sometimes giving out fake news, it causes alarm and despondency amongst abantu. And ungezosothambe sokulobudlwangudlwangu ngale, maybe kulomunye umuntu ade lokho esasendlini sathi mana ngihambe ngevote, ezosotha abantu sebesilwa ngale egcine sehlala endlini and all that. But kanti ke ungaqalisa uhlale phansi uthi right, let me first at least call amapolisa or look for amanye ama journalists who are on the ground to verify this. And then at least when you're now giving that story, uzawuthi hayi sike sathola umbiko wokuthi bekulobudlwangudlwangu, kodwa ngemva kokuthi sesike sadingisisa sakhuluma lo muntu ku ground, maybe find a journalist who's on the ground who's actually going to talk to people and say hi, sisendaweni enje, and ama reports, ama claims that are being made by people, they are not true or they are true and all that. It actually helps people ukuthi bebe le information right lokuthi bezikhangelela ukuthi bengazincedisa njani xa besiya maybe kuyavota or ngesikhathi sama elections and stuff like that. So I think ngezinye indlela esingancedisana ngazo zona lezo.
Ayisabonge dadewethu ke, hope ke kuqondile, hope ke kuzwile ngendlela ke mlalelo skies Metro FM ke okukhulunywe ngayo ke ngoba ngona kuze kuqonde nta khona bokhona umunye ongena lapho khona JP. I think it is responsibility of every relevant authority and board to make public their official channels of communication and at least get their Twitter accounts verified. Lapho ke message engena ke from Usimax. And then umunye khona ke what can be done to the media houses who use a derogatory language to certain types of certain groups of people. Mrs. Band. bayabuza lapho khona abantu lawo benzweni ke ama media houses lawo ke asebenzisa ke amagama angaqondile.
Ngizaphuma ukukhuluma maybe ngithi normatively kujalo kuba lama bodies or ama commissions where these such complaints are made. Kujalo kule inhlanganiso khona phezulu eZimbabwe yaziwa kuthiwa i-Voluntary Media Council of Zimbabwe. So we encourage ukuthi nxa umuntu esizwa ethethisekile kumpeni angana ukukhulunywa ngakuhle like they put it the derogatory language kuyawumele ke uyelontsha i-complaint yakho against that media house khona ngale. So la seZimbabwe khona pha ikhona futhi njalo imithetho ukukhangelayo khona ukuthi nxa sokule communication enjalo nganayiqondanga abantu can make ama complaints khona ngale, but the first port of call will be the Voluntary Media Council of Zimbabwe bethiwa i-VMCZ. Bajayele ukuncedisa ke kakhulu ama complaints nqabula ama complaints, but also I'm sure the constitution yeZimbabwe yakukhangela njalo khona ukuthi nxa uthethisiwe you can easily go and make a complaint to that relevant authority, whether kusema police or if it's a media complaint, to go to these other bodies and make your complaint.
Yeah, ayisabonga kakhulu. Thank you so much again. Any parting words amazokugcina ongatshela abalaleli?
Engakutsho nje ukuthi fake news is too rife. Idomile kakhulu, but engaku encourage abantu ukuthi ezinye izinto you can also ask for a third eye. Ubuza ukuthi hayi into enje ngabe iliqiniso yini, ngoba engikwaziyo kakhulu ukuthi kakhulu abantu abasemakhaya na i-information abayitholi as readily as abantu abangathi ba kuma towns. So I think it's important also ukuthi ihlobo zethu zone khona ngale emakhaya sibe sizincedisa. Ngiyibona even abanye abangaphandle kwelizwe babebuza bethola ama stories amaningi akudela ukusokunje liqiniso. So I think it's so important also nje just to remain safe futhi ubuze into xa ingekho ayikho clear. I know fake news ibahile.
Yeah, so much. Yeah, all right, esabonga kakhulu. Thanks so much Mr. Spanda. Get it wethu amazogcina any part of words.
Mina engakutsho maybe enxe ukukhuthaza abalaleli ukuthi asiqaphele nini i-fake news. I think this conversation has been going on for isikhathi eside, and njengabantu la njoba khathesi sikhangelane lama harmonized elections that are upcoming, kuyabe kuqhakathekile ukuthi sibe kwazi ukuthi ama sources lapho sithola khona i-news are verified okungakanani. Njalo bese ngikhuthaza like ama fellow colleagues, ama journalists and all ukuthi we all need to be vigilant and embrace irresponsibility esilayo, ngoba in as much as ama political parties bezakhipha i-news zabo, in as much as ama governments ezakhipha i-news zabo, but usually people always come to us to say but lina yina abantu abasebenza le ndaba inelikhangelayo ukuthi lokho kunjani. So irresponsibility esilayo, le confidence abantu abalayo kithi as media people inkulu kakhulu, and the moment thina siqalisa uku spread the fake news, we are already disturbing that discussional confidence abantu abalayo kithi. So we just need to be vigilant and we do our duties as expected.
All right, thank you so much Aske. That was ke utatewethu ke uTanaka Mrewa khona apha ke siqeda khuluma futhi ke lo Mr. Makhosi Sibanda ke ku program ethi silethele iSite Center for Innovation and Technology. So itopic kade samba ngayo bisithi khona the role of the media in combating misinformation. So it is what it is. Gamla Skies Metro FM khona manje masikhangele ithi khona it is exactly 18 minutes to 5.
Continuous hit music.
You know you right, man. Never gonna quit. Hell no, hell no. So now they say,
Hit music.
Yodos Dynasty.
Knock knock.